Good morning, everyone. Today we shall begin with the data mart ODS and constituents of data warehouse. Why it is required. Okay, so I'll share the screen. Yes. So in the last class, we had studied the topic which is called as a what is data warehouse. So here the definition specifies that it is subject oriented, integrated, time variant, non-volatile, which is a collection of data in support of management decision making process. Can anyone tell me one by one what was the subject oriented? Yes. What is the subject oriented? What was the subject oriented? Aditi, Tanaya, what is the subject oriented? What is the integrated? What is time variant? And what is non-volatile here? Okay. If no one knows, I'll tell the data warehouse is subject oriented. Subject oriented, which means a respected subject topic, like a customers, you can say, like suppliers or marketing or any kind of a product. Also, you can say the topic should be there. What discussion should make here? But integrated means what? Whenever we are going to collect the data, of course we will collect the data from the different sources here. It will be not in the same format, which will be heterogeneous sources here. So to collect that data, it will be from the heterogeneous. What we are supposed to do is that we have to take that data and make in a common format here. So that time when we are making it together in a common format, we say it as what integrated here. And the time variant means what? Data warehouse represents here completely OLAP here, online analytical processing system, where it represents historical data. Okay. Then what represents the time variant? In the data warehouse, it is not only storing of 1 month data, not of 2 days. It is getting stored how many months, whatever the data we are storing. If you are about to find the records of 10 months back or 2 decades back, still the data will be available. If you keep properly, if you give a security for that, if you keep on updating your data will be there in the data warehouse, no matter how many years old it is. If you want to find out the data of 10 years old, you can find out. So nowadays, everyone are using data warehouse or OLAP here. OLAP itself, it is what? Historical data where it will store in the data warehouse. Time variant means what? You can find out any kind of a data which is older. Okay. And then what is the non-volatile here? Normally we say volatile, non-volatile. Volatile means what? If the power goes off, whatever your data it is there or whatever you are processing for the system, it will lose here. Okay. So the non-volatile means what? If the power goes off, still your data is retained, still your data is available here. So similarly for the data warehouse, it is getting stored and until and unless you delete the data. Okay. So what will happen if you consider this all the bullet points here: subject oriented, integrated, time variant, non-volatile? If you consider this all the combination, it will be helpful for purpose of management's decision making process here by checking. Now integrated means what? All the data you are supposed to provide in a common format. So take that data here. If it is a heterogeneous, if it is a different sources, what it will happen? It will be very difficult for us to collect all the data here. Then non-volatile means what? Backup it is already there here. Time variant means what? You can find out the way older data also here. Okay. And the subject oriented, which means a specific topic, like in one department, sales will be there, finance, marketing, HR. So if you want to find out the HR data, you can find out very easily. So that time we say it is what? Subject oriented, which will be helpful in decision making process here. Okay, this was a data warehouse. Then we had come for the data mart here. A data mart is focused on single functional area of an organization and contains a subset of data stored in a data warehouse. Now assume that here in the data warehouse, you are having the records of what college the respective BCA, BBA, BCom, MCom it is. Now come to the point data mart. Data mart is focused on single functional area. Now, single functional area, respected departments are there, right? So BCA, BBA, BCom, MCom here. So you have to give a focus only on BCA's data here. How many students took admissions? How many books are there in the library respected to the BCA department? Everything matters here, single functional area of an organization and contains subset. Of course, now BCA is the subset of data warehouse. No? So that is what the data mart. A data mart is condensed version of data warehouse, like contains. Already it is there in the data warehouse, but a separate thing it is available here. Designed for by a specific department, unit or set of users in an organization. Okay, the example I have given here for your reference sake, it is what? Marketing, sales, HR, or finance. So here is a diagram for your data mart. Have a look. So see, the data warehouse is available. So these are the separate. This is one data mart. Take a single functional area. Here is also one more data mart is available. Here also separate it is there. Now you can assume that this is the BCA, BBA, BCom, MCom, MBA. Assume that here. So if you want to take the BCA, so immediately separate functional area will come for the BCA here. Okay. So this is a complete college data warehouse it will available. Now coming to the point ODS here. What is the ODS? Operational data store here. ODS is meant to hold current or very recent operational data. Now I'll give the example with the help of college itself. Now after every year, this what admission process will be there. Now, if you take the ODS operational data store, students whoever are taking the admission right now, so that will come as what? ODS operational data store. Why right now information it is there? Because they have taken admission recently. Just now they have taken fresh batch it is there. So that time we have to say this what? Operational data store. If you consider about the 2021, no, it is not. It was till 2021 was about to begin. But now 2021, 2022, it is about to begin. A new batch is about to come. So this new batch will become this what? Operational data store here. Here itself they have given to hold current or very recent operational data here. And ODS is designed for relatively simple queries on small amounts of data, such as finding the status of a customer order. Now, coming to the point of the shopping purpose or related to the order processing systems. Now, order tracking will be there, no? Instead of showing all the details, what was your address, what is your phone number, just to provide the tracking number, immediately recent information will come here. Okay, rather than the complex query on large amount of data typical of a data warehouse, the entire data warehouse is not required. Recent, it is what now. See, today's n number of customers, n number of people are processing their orders here. So today's order tracking number, whatever they will get, so that is for the recent data here, or you will call it as a operational data story. And ODS is similar to your short-term memory in that it stores only very recent information. Okay, which is getting stored very recent information. It is called as an operational data store here. I have given example. Data mart was what? Single functional area. ODS मतलब recent information जो अभी add किया है. Getting? Yes. Here is the process. I will tell you how your data warehouse will work here. So these are the heterogeneous sources. See, one, it is for customer relationship management, then operational systems, ERP, enterprise resource planning, then external data, some different kind of a data is available which is getting stored in Excel sheet. So stacking tables means what? What is the stacking? I had told you that stacking is a process in the data warehouse from where you are collecting and where you are about to store, from source to target. Okay. So stacking from where you have collected. Now see, this is the, you have collected from the CRM, like operation system here. Then here come to this point, ODS, ODS. Here you can see what is the ODS. It is what recent information here. Once you collected all the data, cleaning and mastering should be done here. So here also ODS is available here. This diagram, whatever I'm displaying here, it is like the advanced diagram. It is there where you can work out for your next topic. It is there. One of the two topics are there. Kimball's and Inmons approach. After that, this diagram can be followed here. After that, storing, then presentation, analysis, and sharing part here. I will timing. I'll skip this topic here. Diagram. I'll show you for the next slide. So next topic for this unit is what? Ralph Kimball's approach versus Inmon's approach here. I'll repeat Ralph Kimball's approach and versus Inmon's approach here. Now, two schools for building a data warehouse. Those people were there. These are the two authors here. They have created the data warehouse according to them. Now, one definition you know very well. What is a data warehouse? It is subject oriented, time variant, non-volatile, and integrated. These all 4 points you consider for the purpose of making management support decision-making processes. This one definition is available. Now, another definition you have to check what, according to them, what is the data warehouse here. And while considering this topic, you should be aware what is a data warehouse. You should know what is data mart. Two things should be very, this what you should know, what exactly data warehouse and what is data mart here. So first one, Ralph Kimball's approach. According to him, a data warehouse is made up of all the data marts in an enterprise here. Now I'll repeat my sentence. According to him, a data warehouse is made up of all the data marts here. First, collect single subject here, like single department information you collect, and after that you put in one common data warehouse. According to him, what it specifies, a data warehouse is made up of all the data marts in an enterprise here. This approach is bottom up. Okay, bottom up, which means that an essentially enterprise-wide data warehouse is confluence of all the data marts of the organization. मतलब ये together data marts collect करो और जो भी आपने data mart से लिया है, that should be stored in what? Common data warehouse here. Now and that's why it is called as a bottom up. We'll show with the help of diagram, then you will come to know what exactly Ralph Kimball's approach specifies the definition for the data warehouse. Yeah. Here is the diagram. See what they have said. A data warehouse is made up of all the data marts. It is made up of all the data marts in an enterprise here. And it is what? Bottom up approach here. Why it is bottom up? Let me specify. First of all, it is made up of data marts. So separate data marts are available, BBA, BCA, and BCom. So these are the data marts here. And after that, it will get stored in the common data warehouse where you can see enterprise data warehouse. And why it is called as a bottom approach? Bottom mein kya hai? Here for the bottom, we have the data warehouse, and upside all the this word small data marts are there. Considering the data mart, you have to put all the data together in one common data warehouse here. So here also it is available source system, one data mart 1, data mart 2, and common data warehouse. Now see source system, assume that we have the branches, right? Belgaum branch is there, then Dandeli branch is there, and after that Hubli branch is there. So Belgaum branch is getting stored in different format, Hubli branch is getting stored in different format, as well as the Dandeli branch is getting stored in different format here. So that they have to prepare in common format, and with the help of ETL, which is called as an extraction, transformation, and loading, and where it will get stored in the respective data mart here. And again, processing the data mart, there again the process will be there for your extraction, transformation, loading here. Okay. And coming store in the common data warehouse here. And this is the bottom, and this is the up here, bottom up approach. Bottom it is what data warehouse. Fine. One more it is there, see guys. Kimball's model here. OLTP data sources, current transactions here, online transaction processing system where it is getting collected in the different sources, which is getting stored in a separate data marts here. Data marts 3, normalization from 3 NF we are following here. Here also data mart 2, 1 it is there, data mart, and it is there here. Now, while considering that, we have to provide this word star schema. Star schema, and one more we have learned. Anyone? Can anyone tell me how many models we have learned? Snowflake and star schema. Star schema, it is what one fact table is represented, which is getting surrounded with the help of fact dimension tables. And if you think about the snowflake, same like a star schema, but extension of the star schema, it is there where the dimension table will act as a fact table, and it is getting classified with the help of dimensions here. So here in the Kimball, this will be not represented in the your syllabus. We have given an extra idea here. So here the star schema where center, here it is what fact table will be there, and here it is dimension, 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 and it will get stored in this one OLAP cube. Okay. Then second type of approach, it is what called as a Inmons approach. Inmons approach is similar to the actually definition of the data warehouse. Here you can have a look here. According to Inmons, a data warehouse is a subject-oriented, integrated, time-variant, and non-volatile collection of data in support of management's decisions here. Okay. And what was the Kimball's approach? It is a collection of a data mart providing in the common data warehouse here. I'm repeating, we will go back again. According to the Kimball's approach, a data warehouse is made up of all the data marts in an enterprise. Made up of all the data marts in an enterprise, and the Kimball's approach follows the bottom-up technique here. Okay. Then Inmon's approach will follow top-down approach. Can anyone tell me now what exactly this top-down approach is? You have an idea of this what Kimball's. Now tell me please top down, what will come for the top and what will come for the down here. Anyone? Both are available now. Data ware is also there, and kind of data mart is also there. Can anyone tell me? Try for this. Yes. Anyone please? Can anyone try for this? Have a look for the Kimball's approach. Why it is a bottom-up approach. At the bottom, you have the common data warehouse, and up you are having the different data margin. So, what according to the inbounds approach, it is what it is completely regular definition of data warehouse, where it is subject-oriented, time-variant, integrated, and non-volatile collection of data in support of management decision here. And why does it follows the top-down approach? Because at the top, data warehouse is there, and bottom we are having this one data mart here. You can have a look, see. Vice versa of this. So top down, here the common data warehouse, already data warehouse is available. From that, you are supposed to take all whatever the data you want. Subject oriented, it is there. If you want BCA, you can collect for the BCA data. Then integrated, again integrated means what? BCA department it is getting data is getting collected from the different sources like the branches. Okay, then time variant means what? If you want to find out the 10 years back batch, like 2007 or 2011 batch, that data is also available here. And non-volatile getting stored, backup is available here. So why it is top-down approach? Because data warehouse at the top level, it is already data is present in the data warehouse. From that, you are supposed to separate here along with the help of this word data mart here. In MON models, here is also present. ETL common data warehouse perform in a different data market. Can anyone tell me which is the best approach to follow? Either Kimball's approach or Inmon's approach. Have a look from your side and tell me which is the best approach to follow. Already answer is available and tell me according to you why it is. What are there today? Tanaya, tell me which is the best approach to follow. Tanaya? Okay. I have received a message. Why Kimball's approach? Deepika, why Kimball's approach? Why? Deepika, why Kimball's approach? Any other? Shivam? Ajay? Natasha? Why Kimball's approach?
Ma'am, it is faster and cheaper and less complex.
How it is faster? Yeah, I know here the points are specified, but you give me the reason why, how it is faster, why cheaper and less complex. Okay, that we will keep aside. How it is faster?
Ma'am, maybe because of bottom-up approach.
Okay, kind of answer is correct. Now explain me how it is a bottom-up approach. Okay, Kimball's approach is the best to follow. The reason it is why. Bottom-up approach, okay, fine, that is also perfect. And how the bottom-up approach is getting worked, first of all, while collecting the data or while storing in the data warehouse, you yourself have to collect in the separate areas. Don't collect all the data. Assume that now you are supposed to collect the data for the vaccination purpose here. Now area-wise will be there, no, like Bhagyanagar, Chittambarnagar, Angkor, everything. You collect together all the data and afterwards you are separating what is the point at that end. What you have to do, someone, Sanjana will collect the data for the Shapur side, and after that Shivam will collect the data for the Bhagyanagar side. So if they collect separately, then they will come and store in the common data warehouse in the main data warehouse here. It will be very useful. If together you collect all the data and mix it up now only, what will happen? You will get a more time to separate it in a data mart here. If you at the beginning itself make a data mart, and after that store in the common data warehouse, which will be very easy, right? So they have said that as it is a faster, cheaper, and less complex. As it is faster, yes. But separate data you people are collecting, no, and the cheaper means what? Data mart will be very low cost, it will be there, and less complex. Yes, less complex. Matlab, suppose if one person only is collecting all the data from all the departments, it will be very difficult. Less complex. If Sanjana is collecting only the data of her respected area, it will be very useful for her here. Okay. Then why nuance approach is not used? पहले ही data warehouse आपके पास है, and from that you are supposed to create a separate data mart. It will be long procedure, right? But if you have the Kimball's approach where only first itself you are having a data mart separate, then you are about to store in this what in the data warehouse. You are having separate data mart also as well as a data warehouse also here. But in the inbounds, what happens? Only data warehouse is available. From that data warehouse, you are supposed to create data marts, separate karo. But in the Kimball, it is what? Already separate data is available, which is a bottom-up approach. Okay. You are not supposed to find from the data warehouse for the BCA department file. Nahi. You have already separate upside BCA file is there. Just go and collect. Getting? Assume that I will go this one main area like RTO circle you go. And there all the data is available for the vaccination purpose here. Why you are going there if you want to collect the data of unrolled site? Why? You are going to the main data warehouse, but availability is present for the unrolled separate data also here. Why you are wasting the time? They will take a more time. Later we will search and give. But if you come to the where they take from which area you want, there also it is available. Getting that is what the Kimball's approach is the best to follow. Inman's approach is more expensive as LA data warehouses, right? And the time consuming slower processes involving several complexities. It is a mixture. From that mixture, you are supposed to create a separate data here. Getting so this is what the inbounds and Kimball's. Kimball's it is what bottom approach. Inbounds it is a top down. So yeah, which is the most important topic. I mean, cannot say much. Sometime for the examination, it will come. Now, what are the goals of a data warehouse here? Okay. What are the goals of data warehouse? Separate. Now you have got what is the data warehouse. We'll finish this all the point, then I'll start working. Goals of a data warehouse. What is a data warehouse? We got to know that it is a subject oriented, then integrated, time variant, non-volatile. These all 4 points are supported for the purpose of decision making in the management. Okay. Now coming to the point of the goals of a data warehouse, what are those here? Information accessibility. Can anyone tell me what is the information accessibility? Already data is available in the data warehouse. How you can supposed to make the accessibility? Can anyone try? All topics are very easy from this. Anyone? What is the information accessibility? Okay. Let me begin with the example here. Assume that you are supposed to, I am your customer, I am your client, and you are the developer. Okay, I am the business. I'm going to start my business, and for starting the business, I need some website here, and for the purpose of website, I'm about to store all my data. Fine, in one database. I can say the data warehouse also because I'm going to have a separate branch also. So from the website developer, from the Chetan, I will go and tell Chetan, I want the website to be get filled it from you, create and give it to me. And he will say, okay. So here what exactly information accessibility is what? Whatever the data I'm about to store from the customers, from my business customers here, it should be helpful for me to add the data here as well as for the developer also. Developer will be very perfect, no doubt at all here. So he has to create in such a way the database creation, which is going to get understand for the client purpose where I am. It should be helpful for me also. Assume that I don't know the any language of database. So he has to create the database language in such a way that where I can understand when the problem is about to occur for me, like insertion. अगर data store नहीं हो रहा है, what I have to do, what problems will be there. So it should be accessible for both the parties, which is a developer also, which is a what I can say, client users also, end users also. Okay, then information credibility. We had taken the example for the Indrabhushan and Chetan. Both of them had taken a workshop for the Django, and both of them are getting agreed for their own respective point here. So now what happens? Assume that they have taken a workshop, and whatever the workshop of Django they had taken, it is getting stored in the data warehouse. Now from this, both the parties information is very perfect. Like you can take that with the help of data warehouses. So let me explain you one more point for the information credibility, what exactly it is. Credibility means what? Complete of a desired quality, whatever the information, whatever the workshop was given by Indrabhushan and Chetan, it is completely best and quality is available for both the workshops there. So that time we have to say this word, information credibility. Information provided by both should be consistent, same. Okay. And one more here for the information accessibility, it should be easy to comprehend both by the business users and the developers here, like me as well as the Chetan here. Slice and dice should be able to do by the business users also here. Slice and dice. Slice matlab पूरा एक slice, apple slice you have to cut, and from that you are supposed to make the dice. We had taken the example for the Ola cube. Do you remember? This is and which region and time. Time it was a February, March, April. The region I can say north, south, east, west, and what kind of a disease was there, like the cancer, diabetes, this all. So that time we should be able to make the slice and dice. I want the respective content, the respective man, and the respective product. So information accessibility should be available for me also and Chetan also. Both the parties should be there. Then the flexibility to change. Uh, Assume that still example. Chetan is a developer and I'm the business user, like a client is there. So what happens? According to me, I have given my requirement. He has started to prepare the respective website along with the data warehouse. Now, situation may come that I need some change. Whatever the requirements I have told, it is not finalized. In between, only I'll come and I'll say that Chetan, I want some change and I want to add up to some extra things here. So he should be able to do that thing. He cannot say, no, ma'am, now I have done. I'm not going to change, and no time is there. I have consumed more time. No, you cannot say here. So they have said that situation change, requirement changes, technology. Yeah. Now the payment system is getting work with the help of QR code, right? Some of the people are using the cash on. Some of the people are using debit card. So how the technology is getting changed, according to that you are supposed to work for your data warehouse also. And tools to access data may also change. Okay, must be adaptable to change. Chetan should be able to change immediately. Okay, ma'am. He has to say. He can say that no, ma'am, we cannot do that. No. So flexible to change. And the next thing is what? Support for more fact-based decision making here. Managed by fact seems to be buzzword these days. Now, as the COVID cases are getting increased, somewhere it is coming normal, so social distance is about to maintain. In some of the shops, some of the people are not making the payment, right? Cash. Some of the people are making for this what cashless, where they can take a help of mobile phone and scan for the QR and QR code, and they can make a payment. Okay, so making decision should be done by the fact, managed by fact here. Support for fact decision making here. What is the fact? Now, mid standard examinations has been cancelled. What was the fact? Because the cases are getting increased and the students will come in contact together, that time it will become a problem. And the last one, it is what information consistency here. Single version of truth. Everyone should have a common answer. No different answer should be there. Same data should be there by different data sources here. If you collect the data from the different sources, but data should be of a same also. So that is what they have said, that information consistency. And one more they have added up, I have not provided here. We'll just tell you. Support for the data security here. Maintain the company's confidential data information. You are supposed to give a security or authentication or authorization for your data or data warehouse, because from the data warehouse, the data can be used anyhow, which will be loss for the company or organization. So these are the goals of data warehouse. Today's class we have done. If you don't have any doubts, you can give the attendance here. I request you to give the attendance if you don't have any doubts. As for now, so we have completed today data mart ODS, and the last one, next topic it was Kimball's approach and Inmon, and the last topic it was goals of data warehouse. If no doubts, if given attendance, you can leave my class. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe, take care.